Hi guys, okay, so we're up to episode 4 now of my Aukey 6, and today I'm going to be showing you the Aukey wireless speaker. So this is their take on the Bluetooth speaker. Now they do a range of Bluetooth speakers from huge boombox style ones all the way down to small ones. This is their active lifestyle kind of one, and I'll show you the unboxing and then show you what it does. So I've been using this over the last couple of weeks, so I've got a good idea of what it does now. Inside the box you get the actual speaker itself, which I'll show you properly in a second. Put that to the side. Inside here, we just have, if you can see, an auxiliary cable for those devices that aren't Bluetooth, if any such thing exists out there nowadays. Little USB charging cable, which is say the advantage of everything being micro USB at the moment is you really don't need these. You can use your old phone cables, and then the usual little gold key. So again, concept, take a picture, selfie with it, hashtag tech key, they know that you've bought one of their products, helps promote the brand. So if we tuck all this back in here, oh my word, finally got rid of that. And let's show you the actual product itself. So this is a really interesting speaker actually. It has this kind of shoelace thing around it. So it's rubberized anyway, so the idea is it's water resistant, so it's not waterproof. I wouldn't recommend dropping it into a lake or something. But the idea is this string here can be used. You can pull on any of these strings, you can wrap it around. There we go, just like that. Wrap it around pretty much anything you want. Tie it to any sort of product. You can hang it in the shower. You can do pretty much anything you want with it. Down at the bottom here, you've just got this little pad. Obviously, you need to make sure that's pushed in securely to keep it watertight. But down here you've just got your micro USB and your auxiliary input. Then the top here, if you can see this, you've got a power on, music track backwards and forwards, or you press and hold for volume, and then you've got a play and stop button on there. So I mean, I've been using this for the last couple of weeks. You've just got two front firing speakers here. The back is just really for air, I think, so it can have a slightly better bass response on there. But yeah, so I mean, to put this into context, the Bluetooth speaker I use day to day is this. This is the, and actually it's a good size comparison, this is the UE Boom, Logitech's UE Boom from Ultimate Ears. Phenomenal. This is waterproof. You can literally drop this into a pool and lift it back out and it'll be fine. This one also has a little hanging thing on the bottom of it and everything else. But this is a £200 speaker, and I'll be honest, you can tell the difference. This is the one product I've really been struggling with out of the Aukey range of how I pitch it to you guys and let you know how it sounds like, because if you've got the money, get the UE Boom. It blows everything out of the water. It's incredible. It's better than Beats. It's better than any other Bluetooth speaker out there at the moment. It's better than the Bose. It's just phenomenal. So that puts it into context about why I'm going to say what I'm going to say about this speaker. So for me, the bass isn't quite there. Now, to be fair, it's a much thinner package, so where is the bass going to come from ultimately? I think tell you what, let's turn it on and let me show you what I mean. Just press and hold. Bit of a weird noise. Okay, so we're linked now to, there we go. I'm not sure how much you can hear with this. But, it goes reasonably loud. That's not the bassiest of songs, to be fair, but it is quite clear. It does have that treble and that mid-range in there. That's one of my other videos, if you were wondering. It does have that mid-range and treble, and it has a reasonable amount of bass. I think for me, in the shower, absolutely, you're not going to wake everybody up. In the kitchen, it's quite handy. It hasn't got all that bass that my UE Boom has, so it does have places in this world, definitely. It's not a bad speaker by any stretch of the imagination. I got sent this, for instance, from another company, and this is terrible. The Bluetooth doesn't even work. They've had to recall them all. They told me to put this in the bin. And this is the usual sort of Bluetooth speaker that you would pick up anyway. This was, I think, rated at about £20, I think, and it's not great. Even wired, it's just not a great speaker. This came in at £27.99, just under £30 for what is basically a water-resistant, Bluetooth speaker. Isn't bad at all. I think the exciting thing is during the Prime sales on July the 11th, these are actually going to be coming in at under £20. They haven't told me the exact price, but under £20 for a Bluetooth speaker that is water resistant. I think if you're going to college or university or something, if you want something for your bedroom that isn't all singing, all dancing, the larger, more expensive speakers like the Beats Pills and the UE booms and the Mega booms and things like that, they're designed to fill an entire room with sound for a party. These are designed more, not a personal experience, but not as loud. I can take this out on a picnic. I'm not going to annoy too many people because the sound isn't going to travel that far, and in that respect it's pretty good. Playback on this is about 8 hours. On my UE boom it's about 20, although it's just the sounds as well always wind me up. It's such a loud startup and quiet sound. I think for me they could have done a much more tasteful. I mean, listen. That's the startup sound. Actually, I've turned off all of my devices, so it's not going to connect, but that's how a startup sound and turned down sound should sound. It should be nice and subtle, get you into it. This is just, I mean, listen. I mean, that's loud for what it needs to do, for what it needs to be. And that's the connect sound. I mean, you can see it flashing there just to say it's trying to connect, but those are all the different sounds it makes when it's turning on and off. And if you're listening to that just before bed, and then that comes in. So I think, Aukey, if you're watching, I'd probably look at maybe a firmware update to change that sound, or on the newer models try and make that less, because you come up with a decent product here. It is a take anywhere, carry anywhere sort of Bluetooth speaker that's affordable, and a lot of people will be able to get this price range, and a lot of people will benefit from a Bluetooth speaker at this sort of price range. I think just for me, I like a slightly better quality of audio, so I'd spend a bit more and I'd get the better model. That's just me being honest. But this isn't certainly not bad, and for under 20 quid you really can't go wrong having it as a second, third Bluetooth speaker somewhere in the house or that you take to work. So that's where I'm going to leave that one today, guys. That's episode 4 of 6, so we're coming up to the finale now. I've just got a torch and an action cam to show you. But other than that, please do give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Not my ideal review today, but hopefully a few of you found that useful. Certainly do give it a like if you pick one up in the Prime sale. I think that's going to be good for you. Other than that, stay subscribed for more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.